Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I'm just going to demonstrate how to use Crowdmark to submit your assignments for Stat 151. To demonstrate, I'm going to use what I have called Assignment 0. Assignment 0 is available on Blackboard. So if you were to go to your Blackboard page, you will see in the Assignments folder, Assignment 0 right here. If you click on the PDF, you'll see a set of questions in a similar format to what you have on Assignment 1. None of these questions have anything to do with statistics at all. They're really just meant to serve as practice. Okay, so the first question says, use pen and paper to write a short sentence about whatever you want, keep it classy. Afterward, take a photo of the sentence and upload it to the corresponding box on Crowdmark. Now you might be wondering at this point, where is Crowdmark? If you go back to the assignment folder, you'll see right underneath Assignment 0 outline, Assignment 0 with this symbol beside it, that's the Crowdmark link. So if you click this link, it should take you to a page that looks something like this. Okay, so this is the Crowdmark submission page. And you can see here we have, for example, Q1, submit your answer. You would drag the answer into this box. Q2, drag the answer into this box, etc. You should also receive an email from Crowdmark that looks something like this. So it'll say, your new assignment is waiting for you. Go to assignment. So you can access Crowdmark from either your email or directly from Blackboard. And again, if you do that, you'll be taken to the same page. All right, so the first question from assignment 0, use pen and paper to write a short sentence about whatever you want. Already read this. And then submit it on Crowdmark. Okay, so here is my pen and paper submission. Okay, so I have just written hello on this piece of paper right here. Then what I did is I took my phone, I took a photo of this, and then I uploaded that image to my computer. So you can see here in this folder, I have A0 underscore Q1. If I open this up, it shows hello. Which, well, it's not appearing for you here, but if you double click it, you'll see the image. Now, just so you know, typically when you upload from an iPhone these days, they're in a .heic file, so you'll have to convert that to a JPEG. That can be done using any photo app. So you would just open up the HEIC file, and then you would click File, Save As, or File Export, and then you would send it to JPEG, or you could send it to PDF if you wanted. Now, all you have to do is you go back to the Crowdmark page. Let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so you would go back to your Crowdmark page. You would just click on this box, or you could just drag the file into the box directly, A0Q1. And then you can see that it just appears inside the box like this. Okay, so that's question 1 done. Question 2, same idea. In this case, what I asked is for you to repeat part 1, but use your tablet if you have a tablet. If you don't, that's fine, just an alternative. So in this case, if we were to use a tablet to complete the question, we would, let me just demonstrate here for you. 1 second. Okay. All right. So if we were to use the tablet, we would open up whatever processing unit we use in our tablet. I use GoodNotes, for example, but maybe you have Notability or just like a blank sheet or whatever it may be. So you can see here on the tablet screen, I've just written out the same answer. Then what I would do is I would export this page to my computer. So here I've selected PDF. You could also select image. You click export, and then you save where the file should be located on your CPU. At least that's how I do it. Okay, and then if you go back to your CPU, in this case, I have the file located in the same folder that I had the original question located. All right, so here's my Finder. Here's A0Q2. So this is what I have uploaded from my device. You can see that here. And then I would just go back to the Crowdmark page. Let me show that to you. I apologize for all the bouncing around with the screens, but this just is what it is. So then you'll click this box here, and then you'll go A0, Q2, done. Okay, so you can see again, the Crowdmark page, all it requires is that you upload photos. They have to be JPEGs, PDFs, or PNG file formats. So when taking a photo with your phone, you'll just have to convert to one of those three types. Okay, the last thing I want to show you in terms of part A is if you wanted to type the answers using Microsoft Word. So here is my word processor. So in this case, I'm using Microsoft Word. So you can see here I have hello for the third and final time. Then what you're going to do is you will go to save as, one of the options. On file format, you're going to select PDF. And then you'll save it in the same folder that you save the other material. So or wherever it is that you want to save it. Okay, so I'll call this A0Q3 export. All right, and then if I go back to my Crowdmark page, I will click on the box for the corresponding question, A0Q3. Okay, and now I have 3 different styles of solution for essentially the same question on Crowdmark. Okay, in part B, this would sort of be this is the lab portion of every assignment. We have to copy and paste output from our commander into a suitable format so that we can get it onto Crowdmark. In this case, what I have chosen to do is use Microsoft Word. So I will show you very quickly some R Commander output. Okay, so here is my R Commander screen. You can see that I have the beer data set from the lab demo files loaded. I have selected a summary of that data set, so I can copy and paste this information here. I can go over to my blank Word document. Let me show that to you. So that will be located here. All right, so then I can go part B. Obviously, we want to try and organize our information so that it's easy for the TAs to mark. Question 1, so I can type summary of beer data set, and then below I can paste the output, something like that. Question 2, let's say, so in question 2, I created a histogram. So if I go back to R Commander here and I show you the histogram that I created, we click on the histogram, we go File, Save As, and then we can save this as a PDF in the folder that we're working out of. Okay, so I'm going to save this as histogram of beer data set. Then I will go back to my Word document. I will click Insert, Picture, Picture from File. I will select from the corresponding folder that histogram. You'll see that it automatically gets placed into Word. I can resize it. And then I will just save this Word document as a PDF. So these would be my answers to the 4th question, or part 1, part B of the 2nd question. So I'll call this A0 part B underscore Q1. Okay, and then back to Crowdmark again. So here's my Crowdmark demo page. I'm going to click on the drop box here, A0 part B Q1, submit that. Okay, and now you can see that I have all of my images submitted for each question, and then I'm just going to click the submit button at the bottom once I'm ready. And that's all there is to it. So this will, sometimes it takes a little while just depending on how many people are on Crowdmark and that sort of thing. Obviously, I recommend trying to get the assignments done a little bit in advance of their due date. You know, if you wait until the last possible minute, so say 11:58 on the 18th, it might be a little bit slower and submit slightly after the deadline. But you can see here, once completed, everything is uploaded. I should also mention that until the deadline is passed, you can actually edit and resubmit what you have done. So clicking submit at the bottom of the page is not final. Actually, it serves as a way to save your work. So if I wanted to go back and reorganize something, I could just click edit. And then maybe I wanted to add another image here. So I could go ahead and do that by selecting from my folder. So now I've just added a second image to Q1, and then I can click resubmit here. And again, as long as you do this before the assignment is due, there won't be any penalty. So clicking submit is actually a way to save your work on Crowdmark so that you can return to it later. Okay, hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, please let me or your instructor or one of the lab instructors know.